A child was born. His parents called him John. He was like anyone else as he grew up. He played the same games as other children did. He had pets and toys, a brother, sister, and friends. He learned to laugh, and sometimes he cried. He made mistakes. Still, while everyone is special, he was special among us, for he would become a great teacher. It all began the day he noticed that the same thing could make one person happy and another person angry. He was playing in his yard and accidentally threw his ball into the yard of his neighbor, Mr. Patel. Mr. Patel smiled and threw it back, shouting "catch" as he did. A little later, his ball bounced into the yard of his neighbor, Mr. Withers. Mr. Withers screamed at him and threw the ball as hard as he could far away. Then he told John's mother she should keep better control of her son. John thought about this and realized that some people are mean and others are nice. He called them Grumps and Sweeties. Grumps saw things as bad, and Sweeties saw things as good. He talked to his mother about this and learned from her that Grumps had simply got into the habit of being mean, and Sweeties had got into the habit of being nice. She said, "People behave as they do because they see others behave a certain way and they do the same. In a short time they have a habit of kindness or a habit of meanness depending on who they have copied doing what. People do not usually choose to be the way they are, they simply become the way they are without thinking." In time, John learned that it makes a great difference to your life whether you are a grump or whether you are a sweetie. One day a bad storm came through town and damaged the homes of both Mr. Withers and Mr. Patel. Mr. Patel's friends soon appeared and helped him with the repairs. In a short time, his home was as good as before. Mr. Withers had no friends to help him and couldn't even hire a home repair person to fix the damages. They all knew he always found fault with what was done and always found an excuse for not paying. His home lay in disrepair for a long, long time. Mr. Withers did not take good care of his home, nor did he take good care of his health, and there was no one to watch out for him. One day, John noticed that Mr. Withers was having trouble walking. Soon after that, he looked out to see him being taken away in an ambulance, quite ill and quite alone. Mr. Patel was once sick for several days. During that time, there was a constant stream of visitors to his home, bringing him meals, flowers, cards, and affection. John discussed these things with his father. He respected his parents greatly. He told John that if you are mean, then people don't want to have anything to do with you, and they will return your meanness with meanness of their own. If you are nice, then people enjoy being with you, and they return the kindness you show. If you are nice, then people are always there to help you when you need it. John thought about what his father had told him, and remembered that people do not choose to be mean. Then he thought of Mr. Withers, and understood that no one would show him kindness because he had never learned to show kindness to others. John decided that he would teach Mr. Withers the habit of kindness by making himself a model for him to copy. He would be kind to him and encourage others to do the same. John asked his parents to take him to the hospital to visit. Mr. Withers was surprised at the first visit. He was pleased at the second and beaming at the third. By the fourth visit, he felt like he had a family. When he returned to his home, still weak from his sickness, John, his family, and Mr. Patel gave him the help and encouragement he needed as he got better. Finding there were people who cared for him and who showed him such kindness, Mr. Withers became a changed man. He learned to say words he had rarely spoken before, like "please," "thank you," and "I love you." He learned to do things for others without expecting something in return. He became happier, healthier, and more active. He especially enjoyed playing ball with John. John may have been small, but for Mr. Withers, he was a great teacher indeed.